Hi everybody, today I'm going to be talking about this new Hygger heater I got and also including some other thoughts I have on heaters in general. So inside the box you have the controller where you'll set the temperature. Here you have the heater itself. You have a little holder that you'll be able to clip onto your stand or your wall next to the tank. Suction cups for the heater. Nice to have a couple different options on how you would hold the heater controller up to your stand or the wall next to the tank. I've tried both options on other tanks. Personally, I like having it on the stand, but some people might prefer the wall behind the stand. This is the tank I'm using the new heater on. It's a 75-gallon center around the school of Rio Nanay angelfish. Also in this tank is some other warm water living fish like cardinal tetras, lemon tetras, rams, Dichrosis maculatus. Recently I rescaped the tank and discovered that the previous heater had hit the end of its lifespan. As you can see, it's only 72 degrees, a little bit lower than I would like in this tank. I use a sticky pad on the holder to put that onto the stand, and then I can clip the controller for the heater right onto it. For total transparency, it turned out that my camera wasn't filming when I got this initially. That's why it shows the tank's already 77 degrees. When I had actually set this up, the tank was at 72 degrees. Within about 2 hours, it heated it back up to 77 degrees. As you can see, setting the temperature is very quick and easy. You just hit the button until you're at the temperature you want to use. It's really good if you're trying to breed fish that might need a change in temperature to trigger spawning. Here you can see that the temperature is up to 77 degrees and angelfish approved. It's nice to always have a verifier rather than just rely on one method to determine temperature. With any filter, I would recommend putting it behind a flow source. As you can see, I put it behind my Madden filter, so both of those pipes send water all over the tank. That's nice and warm for the fish. But you could also do that with like a hang-on-back filter near the outflow from a canister filter, or even just above a sponge filter, so the upward moving water would carry it across the tank rather than just put it in a stagnant corner. Here's the tank after the water's warmed up a little bit. As you can see, everybody looks good. The angelfish are still a little scared with me moving around the tank, and they're shy fish. Here they are being fed some bloodworms. A big hope of mine adding in the heater is that I'll be able to have these rams spawn in this tank. Down there, and you can see one in the right corner. So generally with any heater, like I said, I've gotten it about maybe 2 years, and then what normally happens is like what I experienced with this tank. I'll touch it one day and find it cold, even if it has, say, an indicator light on. So far, I've not had that problem with any Hygger heaters that I've owned. I also use, for instance, their lights, their pumps on some tanks. So far, I've found their products pretty good. So if you are looking for a company and haven't tried their stuff yet, I would highly recommend. I have not been disappointed yet by anything I've bought from them. So right now, I'm using Hygger heaters on my discus tank, for a tank with some Pistogramma nisgeni and lizard tetras, and then for my Nanochromis transvestis. And like I said, if you want to mess around with changing the temperature to trigger spawning, I use wraps up the video. In conclusion, I mean, if you're looking for a good heater, I would highly recommend checking out Hygger's offerings. So far, they've been reliable. You can adjust the temperature without having to get your hands wet. That's always a plus. And to me at least, the black casing blends in a little bit better in the back of a tank than, say, a big silver cylinder. Though that's a personal aesthetics thing. If you like bright and shiny things in the back, I prefer like a little bit more natural. That's why, for instance, in this tank, I hid it behind the giant wall of sponge. I'll stop talking now and leave the video with you being able to watch this pretty ram hunting bloodworms. Thank you very much for watching if you made it this far.